Check. If you're hearing the sound of my voice or watching this on YouTube, that means you're now tuning into another chapter of the Introverted Intuition podcast. This is the 150th chapter, I think, 151, something like that. As always, my name is Jeff, a.k.a. New York Times bestselling author, a.k.a. Amazon bestselling, #1 bestselling author. Multi. Soon, manifestation. Got my brother with me, CR.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your man, CR908, a.k.a. Conscious Rap, b.k.a. Chocolate Rod. What's going on?
Before we introduce our guest and get into the show, I just want to remind you that we are sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is a service that provides online therapy. With the upcoming election, I imagine there's a lot of anxiety with a lot of the racial tension and a lot of COVID bullshit going on in this country. I imagine a lot of people are going crazy. Me and CR have been very open and candid with our experiences with therapy. Yeah. So we definitely recommend it. So if you go to betterhelp.com/introvert, use the code introvert at checkout, you can get 10% off your first month. Again, that's betterhelp.com/introvert. Use the code introvert at checkout to get 10% off your first month. We have a special guest today, a returning guest
back to back
that I'm honestly a huge fan of, and I really want to see win. Like, there's a lot of people I've met during this podcasting journey that, one, I'll never forget, and two, I know they're going to be great. And this guest is the purest example of that. I really like her. I'm really a fan, for real.
You're gonna make me cry.
I'm seriously a fan. I really like you a lot, and I'm happy to have you back on the show. So please.
Oh my God, you guys.
She's always making us laugh.
For sure.
Thanks.
She's hilarious.
God, you guys, you have no idea how much that means to me. I am so depressed right now. I haven't eaten in 3 days. Like, give me all the compliments throughout the course of the 2 hours, by the way. Just keep them coming. You too, cameraman, please. Everybody, just shoot them my way. Hey, you want to be a New York Times bestseller?
I don't want to be. I will be.
You felt that?
Wait, you were talking about manifestation. Can we talk about this for a minute?
Yeah.
I had a moment with myself and God in prayer last night.
Wait. Say it to the newer audience who you are. Some may not know who you are.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I am a 2-time not perverted intuition. I said that outside.
That blooper's going to be hilarious.
I am a 2-time introverted intuition guest. I thought I was going to come here to Roses or something, but apparently the budget's not there yet.
Not yet.
My name's Brianda, and we met a couple years ago, you and I. No, I don't think I met. Did I meet you 2 years ago?
Yeah, we met a few times.
No, I know I've met you. I mean, like, the first seminar ever.
Well,
like 2018. Did we meet?
No, I was too nervous to speak to you.
Oh, that was your story.
Yeah.
What's the story?
Yo, you were so, like, okay, so that whole,
This is like 2.5 years ago?
Yes, the Gotham Podcast Studio hosts a seminar, their very first seminar. It was my very first time being in a room like that with a bunch of different creatives and podcasters. And up until that point, the entire room was very awkward. Everyone was very nervous. But as soon as you got your opportunity to ask a question, you were very bright and positive and just like, you brought life to the room. And that's what I never forgot. And I was so shy and introverted at the time, like fully. I didn't say anything to you.
Are you trying to sleep with me? Jesus!
I'm an honest person, but that could come too. But I'm an honest person.
Shit. I am celibate, and you know it.
But yes, that's how we met.
Yeah, man. Well, we're both podcasters.
We are.
I'm an actor, writer. My manager is trying to get me to say like comedian, but I'm not that. I'm a comedic actor. There you go. I edit.
You have a manager?
I just got one.
Nice.
Yes.
That's very interesting. I want to get into that.
But she's for my, like, she's a, like, you guys want to know something? Since hanging out with a ton of successful podcasters in the digital media realm, when I hang out with those industry people versus my, like, actor industry people, they're two different crowds. Like, I hang out with, like, network actors, and I feel like my worlds are so different. I don't even use my full name in the digital realm. But my manager is TV, film. And the reason why I selected her, because I went on a couple meetings. Thank God those opportunities came to me. And I really like this woman because, actually, let me not even talk about it because we're still in an incubation stage. But she works with comedians too. And I've never thought of myself as that until you know when you get a comment so many times and it's like you seem like an asshole when you're denying it. It almost seems like braggadocious, like, oh, I'm not a comedian. It's like, why the fuck are you cracking jokes all the time?
Right.
And so it's like, you might as well just like say it. I'm not a stand-up or anything, but
You probably do real good with improv.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I love improv. I love commercial. I do relatively well commercially, despite my poverty. But
how many takes was the promo video out there? Was it one?
No, not like the last time. I'm honestly embarrassed.
Okay.
It was
I'm
interesting.
flustered.
Very good
I'm
bloopers.
telling you.
Very good.
Maybe bloopers, but I haven't had solid food in 3 days. I am in the thick of something.
You mentioned that 3 times, and I actually
I
want to
need
know.
food. Is there snacks here?
talk
Nuts?
about it.
I really want to talk about that because that's pretty alarming. You make it seem like it's like a joke, but that's like pretty serious. Like,
It's very serious. Anyone who is like has had an eating disorder or like recovering, like this is the first pocket of time where like it's like a relapse is what you call it, I guess. Oh wow, everything got so serious. But I'm not trying to make it serious. I'm just being honest.
No, that's fine.
I had an eating disorder from like 12 to 22. I wouldn't eat. Yeah, and like my weight would fluctuate all the time and stuff. It's still a problem, like body dysmorphia shit. I've talked about it on my podcast, Super Trip Talk. But yeah, I feel like with everything going on, it's not even just the clout that I have from being on horrible decisions. Wow, so many plugs.
Fire.
So many plugs. But it's more like my acting stuff. Like I told you, I have to go like put something on tape by 10 p.m. Tomorrow I have 2 self-tapes to put in. And this is like, it's been a very grueling, but I'm so happy that I'm happy. I'm not complaining.
right. It's
And
funny.
it just gets in the way. It triggers mania, which for me comes with like the eating situation.
I think you mentioned that the last time you were here, and actually the last time you were here, we all collectively made a lot of jokes about COVID. We didn't really take it too serious. You were here, I think that was like mid-March, end of March, and it wasn't that serious at the time. But fast forwarding to now, the world is in a completely different place. So I'm curious, like, how has your experience been during 2020 from March till now?
March till now, what was that, like 3 years ago?
Yeah, feels like it.
It's been tough. Yeah, no, it's been really hard. It's been really difficult. But I mean, it's been difficult for so many people. I feel like we're all in the same boat almost, but I don't know, like I stopped doing my pod for a bit because I had to like recalibrate and I hated doing it. Like I don't know about you guys, but I can't be like unhappy for a long time. Let me amend that. I can be unhappy involuntary, like without me trying because of my depression. But like, if I don't like being miserable, I'll stop it. And like this fucking digital shit, this like virtual, oh, it was so disheartening. Like the only reason why I started podcasting was so I could talk to people. I mean, other than that, I've been writing a ton. So that's been really exciting.
What are you writing?
Oh, a couple things. I have a
Projects?
couple projects in the works that I'm really excited about.
Okay.
I'll see.
All right.
It's funny you mentioned like your experience with depression. Like I kind of just started being happy for the first time in my life, so I'm getting used to it.
What do you mean?
Hold
by
on.
that?
That sounds a little hyperbolic.
mean?
Your first time in your life?
No, well, like I'm.
Yeah,
You
that-
just said that.
No, and I stand by that. Like truthfully, like I feel every day I wake up and I feel comfortable
You feel
with who I am.
excited.
I feel excited about life.
Wow.
When you're so depressed and you're so used to just the negative thoughts that your mind creates for you every day, it becomes your reality.
Yes,
so
it
that's
does.
all I was really used to.
Yeah.
That's so fact.
So like when you say to me like, yo, you're like a different person, like I'm happy for you, like that makes me feel good
Are
because
you on Lexapro or something?
no, I'm on nothing. I'm on life. Like I've been writing as well. Like I've been getting
Psychedelics? Nothing?
Life.
I'm gonna do a guided shroom trip very soon, but
Awesome. Mazel.
no, I'm not on any drugs or anything like that. No medication.
Okay.
I'm
What-
just changing. I guess I'm evolving.
What do you?
Evolution
What do you?
is
I want to slap you for saying that. What do you think?
very parallel with
What-
happiness.
Yeah. What triggered? What changed it?
I don't know exactly. Like I went through a breakup earlier this year, and that was kind of like the last straw of like depression for me. Like it just was everything. The world was fucking shutting down. Like
I felt like it was an accumulative change, though.
a cumulative change. It was built up over time, and it just the last
It
few
wasn't
moments of
abrupt.
this year.
It was little by little. I seen you
Grow.
changing your habits.
Did
changing
you work
your
out more at
perspectives.
home or something?
Yeah, I've been working outside a lot. That feels
Okay.
really
Hey
good.
now. Okay. Well, we now work. I like to be like when I ask questions, the things that like satiate that need for an answer are like concrete answers. When I get too much like idealistic answers, I'm like, oh, but I don't know. Like, let me know what it was. Like, what all you're saying is like, I'm like this. I feel this. I'm like, but we want to know what it is.
Okay,
You're
so-
outside, the sun, vitamin D, working
No,
out.
but that's not really it. The core, at the root of my
It's a
change has
huge
been,
thing.
yeah, that's a part
mood
of it.
stabilizer,
But at the
yeah.
root of my change came from self-reflection. Through writing, I was able to uncover
writing.
and face everything about myself. I forced myself into a state of self-reflection, and I constantly got myself into a place where I was acknowledging the things I would never speak about or think about. And I wrote it out in book form and story form, and it just freed me.
Sick. I'm buying your book.
Yeah.
You buying his book?
Of course.
Yes.
There we go.
There
You
we
buying
go.
his book?
I hope so.
All right, let's do it.
But going back to you for a second, because you're the guest here, and that's not about me.
I know.
It's
I'm
never
so bad
about
at
me.
that. I like to flip it.
I started this podcast with love. In this next bit I'm about to go into, I guess you can call it a bit, it may come off a bit of hate or negativity. We all have social media. We all have Instagram. We go on Instagram. We scroll through the timeline. We go through the stories. One day I clicked on your story. The first thing I see is your face in a camera screaming, "Fuck men."
Oh, yes.
You went like but I clicked away as soon as I saw that, because when I see posts like that, I'm a bit confused why women project their hate off of an isolated situation.
Oh, my God.
And I was hoping to give more context.
Okay, sorry, Gandhi. Let me let you know what happened. And if you would have kept watching, two stories after, I said, I recant that. I actually don't hate all men. I hate one man. If we're going to go there. But I left it up because it was an emotional impulse. And the only way, you guys know I do not use social media, and I are not good at it. I don't know how to do it.
We don't
the
know
only
that.
way, I just got over 1,000 followers Tuesday.
Come on.
You know that this is true. This is a bona fide truth. I don't use it. So if I'm going to use it, it's going to be 100 implicitly honest, and I'm going to act like that thing is an extension of my brain, because that's the only way I'll use social media effectively. Yeah. And I was reacting emotionally. It was an emotional impulse, and unfortunately, I got a lot of ugly sides that y'all are going to have to digest. Like, I amended it after. I took some time to self-reflect. And I recorded a story, 2 stories after that. And I said, I take it back. I was in bed with like a face mask and shit. It was a good time for me. I was like, you know what? Let me... and I kept it up, though. I kept it up because I could have deleted it. I didn't want to.
Right,
I was still very
Because that's
much...
how you felt in that moment.
Yeah.
That was your truth.
I don't know.
For that moment.
Yeah.
That's how you felt. Like, I think we have to, give people some breathing room to express themselves and say how they felt in that moment, because you know what? In that moment, that's how she felt. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker, I still feel that way. Fuck that motherfucker.
Hey, it
Was
is
that
what
an
it
extension
is.
of like a bad experience with like a date or something? Like, are you dating during like a pandemic?
No, I would never even have done that. In fact, I was dating someone at the time who saw that and was also unattracted to it, apparently, because he told me that. But no, this wasn't even about me. This is when you hang out with... I may not say anything, but it's shit. Just drama.
Drama, okay.
Industry drama. But it had nothing to do with me. I can tell you that much. It was just an orbit thing. Listen, when you start mixing with people and meeting new people, you really got to instill boundaries and like learn who and who not to trust. And yeah, someone just lied on my name unnecessarily. And like, that's all I got to say. It's bullshit.
Terrible.
It was bullshit. But like, the more, like, I don't know, I feel like that's going to happen. You just got to learn how to navigate. Like, maybe next time, because I assume this isn't going to be the last time drama or bullshit. Like, there are some people that really hate me. And I'm sure the bigger I get, shit's going to pop. And I'm not going to be responding in that same fucker. I got to learn how to maybe reel it in or something. You know what I mean? Or put it in a joke, or, I have to learn how to maybe not do that, but I'm not gonna not do something, because I wasn't even repped at the time. Like, are you kidding me? I was a rogue. Like, I am fucking a free agent. I'm gonna do whatever the I want.
What
Always.
made you want to commit to like having a manager and having like that extra backing? Because I know obviously you started off as an entrepreneur like on your own, and you went through different co-hosts
No,
at the time.
I had agent. I've had an agent all my life.
Oh, wow.
When you met me, I was with a really
I didn't know that.
really good agency. Yeah.
Well, what made you want to further commit to that instead of just going on your own?
So this is remember when I said like 2 different worlds? So when I talk to my media people, like even Wheezy, who's hugely successful, like they don't really understand like the way the acting world works. So my team was like a TV legit team, and also commercial beauty, like print work. That's like my job. That's another side of it. And any like professional actor has a representation, because that's how you get in the rooms. Those are the people that negotiate your contracts. I don't have a law degree. I'm not an entertainment lawyer or whatever. So it's like crucial. Right now, these people, like new media it's like the wild, wild west for them. It's new still. they're still not like trying to figure out how this is all going to work. Because nowadays you hear freaking Joe Budden and everyone, like, they're not even repped. They do everything themselves. They may have an assistant or something maybe. So they're like figuring out what works for them. And I think that that's really exciting too for me, because I am very much like that. My acting and my like writing, my script writing, that is very much still my bread and butter heart. Podcasting is just an extension of that, or like hosting rather. Like it deviates from that storytelling, and that'll always be first. And in that in that part of entertainment, you kind of need representation to move forward, to gain credibility, to it's
you do.
Yeah, it's a pretty common thing. But again, like I said, like not even like the most successful podcasters don't even know about it. So you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
It's just something that they're two different worlds.
Right. Yeah, I was actually curious how like the acting world would adjust to COVID. Like I feel like everything had
I have a
shut down.
studio
for
in my
a bit.
room now, like full on fucking double screen, like a blue screen, a gray screen where I have the self tape. And before we still self taped before, but not to this degree. I'm talking about like the new industry standard is the initial audition is for everybody is a self tape. My commercial auditions are like on Zoom or Blue Jeans is what they call it, but like there's a thing called EcoCast that you like audition now through. We literally are learning. We're developing a new like skill as we go. Like it's kind of. I mean, I don't mind it because I'm pretty introverted and I like being home, and I feel like
Works for you.
it kind of works for me. But I will say though, the one plus side about auditioning in the room with casting directors is I perform well under pressure and like showtime go. I memorize far faster that way. I do like a little flame. That's why I got to be on stage. I want to like my manager and I want to, or we were talking about maybe writing a one-woman show or something. Because God, I'm like thirsty for like, I just want to fucking get on stage.
Would you be comfortable being on stage with like no crowd? Like having it recorded and just like...
Oh, no. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Well, that's what we're doing with the... Well, whatever. That, yeah.
You're clearly doing something, but you can't talk about it.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that wouldn't be my first choice. Okay, question. Because you're a performer as well. You know that when you're performing in front of people, it's a whole nother dance. Like, you are informed by the audience's energy. It's
Talk about it.
The only way I can make whatever I'm doing on stage fresh and new is if I'm responding to whatever's going on. Like, let's just say I rehearsed something that I anticipated a certain reaction, it doesn't happen. I have to let that happen to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like I miss an audience. That's what God,
because
I fucking miss
it kind of gives you a cue on things, and it makes things more natural, right?
I was going to do a live show for
that
Super
flow.
Trip when COVID hit. I was so mad.
The other show the Need to Know podcast was about to have a live one too, and then
Need to
COVID hit.
Know.
Yeah, they
Shout
were
out
about
to
to.
Save On.
Shit, we were about to do another one.
Yeah,
Fuck.
we was about to have another one too.
But I mean, like, shit happens, you know. I don't know when things are going to open up again, but I do know that with podcasting and the digital stuff, like, there's a way that you can still exercise a muscle that's not quite like being on stage, which podcasting is not that typically.
Right.
But there's a way that you can maneuver it. Like, that's why I want to lean more towards scripted things and exercise that muscle for me, literally for my freaking soul, because I'm thirsty.
Right.
I'm like, and hungry.
Literally.
Metaphorically and legit.
Yeah, I think this year has been the truest test for like all entrepreneurs. Like if you can adjust and you can adapt, then you'll make it. Like if you'll just let this year roll over you, if you let the state of the world affect your state of mind, then you were never meant for what you want to be.
I feel like 2020 was definitely the most challenging year, but it was probably the year I grew the most because of so many obstacles I had to overcome this year. and it just made me a better businessman, a better artist.
What were those obstacles?
Well, some of the obstacles that I had to deal with, one was my whole living situation. So like,
You homeless?
no, I was though. Before I lived here, but where I live now is downtown Elizabeth, and this shit's rough out there. Feel me? It was a toxic environment. And I'm an empath, so energy is very, I'm very, easy to reciprocate energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, empath. So, being in that area, I can't really interact with everybody because they're just gonna bring me down. That's just draining. So around there, people are fighting, people getting shot. My upstairs neighbor got shot by his baby mom. He's alive. That's why I'm laughing. He's alive. It was a flesh wound.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Then
Should
a couple
you still
weeks.
be laughing at that?
Look, when you from the hood, certain shit's not gonna be. It's gonna be funny, but not
Very true.
funny. Like,
Right.
you feel me? It's like nigga got shot by his baby mom. Like, what the fuck, yo? But anyway,
But your girl held it down?
I'm single.
Oh, I thought you were in a relationship.
Nah.
Were you in a relationship? I think last time she was there. I think so.
That was a year ago.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I've
Maybe
been
I'm
single for
remembering
over a
differently.
year.
Have you guys heard of hobosexuals?
No, what's that?
A hobosexual is someone that mooches off someone else because they don't have a home. So they'll engage in a relationship
Just for the
the
benefits
a
of
roof over their head. And if you meet the right codependent person, they will fall for it. And then you're in a relationship for 3 years that you should not be in.
What's wrong with that though?
what? That's toxic as fuck.
Okay, what is in your book?
What? Whoa!
I'm joking.
improvise
No,
this
I'm
shit.
joking. But people need places to live. That's all I'm saying.
That's crazy.
People need places to live.
Get a job.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Do something, but don't
No,
mooch
but
off
okay, no.
somebody.
Okay, but what if you're actively working to try to change your position in life? You're actively trying to increase your funds, but you're staying with
That
someone
what
at a
you're
time.
saying is something different. What
Yes,
I'm
she's talking about somebody deliberately engaging in a relationship for the benefit
being
of
manipulative,
shelter
for example,
and food,
being manipulative
not
with their
for love and feelings.
Yeah, this is something else. Don't.
I hate the
shitty.
word
That's
manipulative sometimes.
That's shitty.
Why do you hate the word manipulative?
Because is there much of a difference
Because
between?
he's manipulative.
I've been accused of being manipulative.
Someone's got to read your book before it goes
I'm
out.
telling
No, but
you,
okay,
I
no,
bet
it's
you
a good book.
No, I mean
Jeff
this.
plays mind games.
No, but is there a difference between being manipulative and being charming? Because you are a very charming individual.
Ooh,
You
I
have the
love
gift
that
of gab.
question.
You have a gift of
I
gab.
love that question,
So someone
though.
could say a woman that's as hyperactive and just so focused like you are, like you're very like engaging, you're very like provocative. Like I feel like someone could say you're manipulative. So it's like, is there much of a difference between being manipulative and being charming,
Oh,
having
my
the
brain.
gift of gab?
I don't know if my brain can handle this. What? No, being charming and being manipulative are two different things. So just like by definition, when someone's charming, they're charismatic, they typically are attractive. So like you feel, that's why like half these murderers are also attractive too, like serial killers. They're like handsome half the time. Right. Anyway, manipulation is when you abuse someone else's insecurities to meet your own needs and desires. That is sadistic. It's two completely different things, Jeff.
I feel like that's a branch off of manipulation.
No,
but
no,
if
what?
you, maybe this is me being manipulative. I don't know, but like,
So you feel
no. But can I try to explain?
Go. I'm
Because I'm
listening.
trying to actually.
This is so interesting.
I'm
Go.
trying to defend myself
Oh,
because
yeah.
I've been accused of being manipulative, and it's not. So
You're
it's
saying
not,
you're not manipulative.
word?
You're just charming.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not conscious though.
It's not manipulative.
No, but it's like
charming.
no.
Where's the camera? Which one? Is this one?
Who cares?
The manipulative
No one's watching.
man is saying that charm is an extension of manipulation. You don't say.
It's not okay. I'm not. If you're not feeding on someone's insecurities, you're not doing it in a harmful way. If they're just feeding into
That's
your
not
personality,
manipulation.
what?
Then that's not manipulation. If you're not exploiting someone's insecurities or hoodwinking them to believe things that aren't really true, that's not manipulation.
But where it gets shaky is if people are falling for the charm for your personality, like, and they'll do things to please that and appease that. So it's like someone could say, because I'm having this girl do this for me because she loves me so much, she loves my personality. Someone could say I'm being manipulative. Does that make sense?
I get what you're saying. So you're saying your charm
I
might
gotta
have
say,
been
no,
what
it doesn't.
opened the door to the ability to manipulate.
Right. But if it's not conscious manipulation and then
So your intent was
See,
not to
all right.
manipulate, but
Now we're deviating from the argument. Like, there is one definition for the word manipulation,
Right.
and there is one definition for the word charm. They are two very different things, you manipulative bastard.
Jesus
Did I
Christ.
make you less happy?
No, I'm still happy.
Ah, damn it!
I'm still very comfortable with myself because
I want to make you that. No, I'm kidding. I'm
'Cause you're a
teasing.
male.
I'm teasing.
I know you ain't talking. I know you're not
Who,
talking.
me?
You're just as bad, probably.
I'm great. I'm a good guy. I'm a
You
good
guys
guy.
are both great guys.
We're great.
I'm teasing. You know, I like to talk.
You've experienced a lot of depression, but you're also very religious. Is that correct? In any
Yes.
sense?
Well, sure. What's very? Yeah.
Well, you're religious.
I go to
Has
church,
how have you maintained your faith?
You're Christian?
I am.
Okay.
How have you maintained your faith with all this craziness going on in this year?
I never stopped doing church Zoom. I go to Bible study 1 to 2 times a week. I listen to worship music every morning. I pray every morning and night, throughout the day, really. My mom became a Seventh-day Adventist. She grew up Seventh-day Adventist as a child, and then when she left her home, her terrible, toxic home, she like cut her hair off, pierced her ears, and was like, "Fuck this." That's why, if people are coming from horrible decisions, which they probably will, if you put my name on it or whatever, like that's why I say like I wasn't raised with religion, because I wasn't. Like my mom escaped it, but funny enough, I found Christ, or Christ found me. We found each other 2.5 years ago. My mom found it during COVID. My mom buys and sells homes now, and she was being fucked up the ass with this deal, and she was so miserable. I'm talking about hearing my mom's phone calls, like crying. She sold like 20 different houses, and this is the first house that like gave her such a hard fucking time. And honestly, she like wanted to fucking shoot her brains out, and she reached out to God. And I'm talking about to have to witness my mom go through this. Like she would call me and be like, Brianda, no sé lo que está pasando, Brianda.
Oh.
Estuve orando. Like, I'm not going to say it in Spanish because you guys don't speak Spanish. But like, perv. No, my delicate mother. She was like, Brianda, I don't know. I feel like I was praying and like God wasn't understanding. She felt like she was going through a trip. Because that's what like facing your like mortality and your maker feels like. It's scary. It's like overwhelming, like a bad trip. But then at the other side of it, fuck, it feels so good. Like that's why there are psychonauts, like psychedelic heads. We know that you could have a challenging trip, which everyone calls bad trips. We know. We still do it anyways. Because when you integrate everything that you learned through that trip, it is the most calming, peaceful thing. So going back, my mom became a Christian again during COVID. And for the first time, like my mom and I bond through like Bible stories, and any questions that I have, she knows about it because she was raised in the church. So she knows everything. She needs to go on horrible decisions, to be honest. Like she would. You guys, they heard the rudimentary, very basic version, but there are so many other details. Shit. But you got to stay tuned for a future project for that.
I sense something's coming very soon.
Something's brewing in the pot.
Oh, something big. Wait, can I get the camera again? Thank you,
Give
friend.
her the camera.
Something big is about to happen.
So how ingrained are you in your faith? Are you able to distinguish the holes in what I guess the perceived holes that some people may be able to point out in the religion itself, in Christianity? Because there's some people who deviate towards atheism because they just feel like there's so many flaws in it and they won't acknowledge maybe the benefits from it. So are you just so ingrained that you can't even see the flaws of this?
Well, okay. Let me choose my words wisely here. Because of my history, like because I was super vocally atheistic before, of course I understand the arguments I made that opposed organized religion. Of course I remember them. I don't stand by them now at all.
What made you do that? What made you come back to Christianity?
I pretty much wanted to end it. I was very close to ending it. Like I ain't kidding. Like when I see a balcony, I am like, what would happen? But like I was at a place where it was getting tough. Like my career was going nowhere, and career is like career and family is everything to me. And sometimes I felt like lost, super lost, and like hopeless. Like I wasn't taking a shower. Sometimes I would fucking like, I would just do gross shit. You know when you get so depressed. And I remember thinking, well, I'm gonna die anyways, so I might as well like do all this acid or something like that. All of my favorite comics and public figures had done it, and they spoke about like feeling marginally better after they did it. So I did acid, and I read the Book of John, the Bible, on acid, and then it was cracked open. I can't describe it. It would only people that have felt that can understand what I'm saying. It may sound fanciful to those who haven't.
I hear you.
But it was honestly life-changing, and it still is.
Acid, I actually wrote about. I only remembered the entirety of my experience with acid, and so I wrote about it. That's actually in my book as well. It's very interesting. It was very
It's in your
scary.
book?
Well, it's the book after the book that's coming out soon in February.
Okay.
I wanted to mention that that whole process, from what I've done in my research, that's been, and some people call it a conversion experience. Right? It's kind of like when your spirit has been awakened, and now you're just.
Can I tell you something? The reason why I won't use those words is because that's not how it feels for me. The way it feels for me is like I was returning home. It sounds foolishly poetic to say returning home, like some Oprah shit, but I use those words because that's how it felt like. It felt like such a familiar feeling, like if something were to just pick you up and hold you like a home.
Put you back in place.
Not conversion, because it was always this. That makes sense. Like it just made it was like, I felt like I was saved. Like I was saved.
Unlock the door.
That's what it is. Not conversion. Saved. Brought home.
Which part of the entrepreneurial path fuels you the most, the creation process or the success, the accolades that may come from the creation process?
Nothing beats making. Nothing beats working, being on the field.
So your depression did your depression transfer into the lack of work, or was it the lack of accolades that you may have thought you deserved
couldn't you have, it's kind of like I could have started either way. Like it's almost like when people try and say depression isn't real, like you don't have a job and all those things because you're depressed, or people try and conflate depression with your lack of abundance or whatever. It's like, well, maybe that person doesn't have a job and doesn't have things because they have a mental illness. It's kind of like that. So it's hard for me to answer that question because I already had depressive proclivities. I had an eating disorder. I've had suicidal thoughts my whole life. That's almost isolated away from career. I wasn't thinking about career at 12. You know what I mean? So it's like I already know that I'm predisposed to depressive episodes and bouts of mania. Pardon?
Is that genetics or?
Oh, for sure. My mom's dad has definitely killed people, and everyone's been sexually abused in my family. Yeah, it's totally genetic. That is why whoever I date and propagate my DNA with, we need to get brain scans, and I mean it. Because I know I got some loose screws here. So whoever I procreate with, I'm sorry, you got to be honest with me. What's going on with your family? We got to talk, because I already know what my shit's about, and it ain't pretty.
Do you feel comfortable sharing your experiences with depression, leaning on your friends and your family in those moments? For me personally, it was always hard because I felt like a bother. I felt like I was transferring that energy onto them, and it would end up making their day worse. So I always kept it inside. So I was curious, how did you get out of those moments?
I don't have many friends, and I still don't. But the friends that I do have, they've heard it all. I heavily depended on my friends and family and alternative medicines to get me through that pocket. I don't know what the next decade of life's gonna bring. I don't know, but I hope it's a baby, because listen. Oh my God, I know that I'm meant to be a mom. I will be such a great mom, and being a parent will completely eclipse any and all of my other dreams and desires. And I know that for a fact. That's why I want to squeeze it all out now, because once that baby comes, fuck all you. I'm out of here. I'm going to fucking Dave Chappelle this shit, and I mean it.
Hopefully the same amount of money he got, too.
Get me a fat old bag. Get me a bag and a baby. I don't even need a man.
Here.
Let's just go. Me and the baby.
Do you want to...
I want a man.
What do you want to... we said there's some single listeners we have. They reached out to me personally in the DM from certain guests who have been on at certain times.
Okay, what's your employment status?
I don't think you want them, but
Oh.
would you say acting is like your main focus? Like you're trying to pop in the acting world?
Well, right now, no. Well, yeah, no. First of all, they're both my focus.
Podcasting and acting.
Yes, it seems like podcasting is garnering me more success at a quicker rate.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna probably start investing a whole lot of time in this pocket, the podcast pocket. But I will never let go of what really matters. Here's the thing. What I love about podcasting and new media content creating is that you are in charge of everything you make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you put in the work and have the, honestly, natural ability to, and there are other things, other factors, you'll get something off the ground. In this business, you got tiers of indoctrinated old, like, Jewish executives. I don't know how else to say it, but like your employment is dependent on too many other factors and too many other people.
Yeah.
Granted, I still want to be on a TV show, which after they listen to my podcast, I'm probably going to get fired anyways. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I also really like the idea about having like a talk show too. I don't know. We'll see. I study journalism too. Like I like to do a lot of shit.
I can tell. I feel like podcasting is actually morphing into that, like the older people being the gatekeepers, like even the celebrities. Like every day you see more and more celebrities increasing what the standard for what a successful podcast is. If you don't bring in these numbers for what these celebrities bring in, you're really considered not shit.
Can I tell you something?
That's just my opinion.
Or something?
The roadblocks I've encountered that's what I think is the truth.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, honey, I'm not gonna negate what you're saying. I feel like you're scared of me now. I'm not scared.
I fear
I'm not
nothing.
I'm not gonna.
Ooh.
As you shouldn't. Good. You should only fear God. But, I lost my track of thought because the edible just kicked in.
Ooh, perfect.
Wasn't that important?
Yeah, it probably wasn't, but maybe it been because we're speaking on gatekeepers
Wow,
and stuff.
this edible was strong.
I'm joking. But like, I guess gatekeepers in the industry. I feel like truthfully, I feel like Joe Budden kind of started that. Like he was the definition of like a celebrity making a podcast successful. Then you see Michelle Obama, you see Fat Joe.
Thank you for bringing it back. So what I want to say about this new age in media and like, I don't know, building an audience and performing now, which is all like on the internet basically, is that all these little celebrities that you see starting podcasts, half of them don't even go over a year. They stop doing it.
That's all it's. Yeah.
And you want to know why? Because if you're only doing podcasting for money, you're going to drop off. You got to be about it.
You gotta love it.
You got to be about it. Otherwise, it's going to end.
Yep.
Like, it don't matter how much clout you have, how much came in first. It's different for podcasting. And that's what makes podcasting so special. And that's why people like Joe Rogan are so special, too. Because this is a man who did have clout and all these other things and whatever. But the amount of influence that he has now reached new levels. You know, it's incomparable.
Bigger than any job he's ever had.
Bigger than
any
bigger
job.
than
Fucking
Johnny Carson from the 60s.
Bigger
the
than
talk
Fear
show
Factor.
host. People, careers are made on Joe Rogan's podcast. Nikki Glaser was saying that, I don't know if you guys saw the Comedy Store documentary on Showtime. It's incredible.
I didn't know that was out yet, actually.
It's 4 episodes. 4 episodes are out. Nikki Glaser was saying that she did ABC's Dancing with the Stars. And she did one appearance on Joe Rogan. She got like maybe 20,000 followers from the ABC thing. She went on one episode of Joe Rogan and gained like 100,000 followers. It's a different field. So I don't care if you're a celebrity. Being a celebrity and having a well-known name is not going to get people to trust you enough to listen to a 2 to 3 hour show.
No, that's a fact.
Or whatever. The difference between unsuccessful podcasts and successful podcasts is that the host, people trust them in a way that's like family, like a friend. Yeah, that's the difference. You got it's a trust thing. And
they know
we don't really trust celebrities if you want to talk about it.
It depends. Like Michelle Obama, I feel like just the idea of her, what she represents, is very trustworthy. So if whoever, Spotify or whatever, were to offer her another deal, they would keep coming back, right? So
she was also the first lady of the United States. Like,
right.
Okay, yeah.
I guess I just meant in terms of like deals, specifically the deals that these yearly, these 2-year, 3-year deals. I feel like it kind of makes it harder for the up and comers to secure these.
Oh, people are about to monopolize shit for sure. Yeah.
Of course, there's ways to figure it out through sponsorships or whatever, just through your own influence, through your own content. But to partner with these bigger corporations, I feel like it's going to become a bit harder.
They know what they're doing, and this is exactly what happened with networks. Like when they started like controlling what went out and like who got the most views, and now with ads, it's kind of like seeming like we're going back. Like, the pendulum always swings. It feels like the communications and anything in communication media, it's starting to like the new generation of what we used to have, which was 3 networks and whatever. It'll be like 3 major podcasts. And if you're not in those podcast networks, you ain't shit. Mm-hmm. I want to deviate from that entirely. Like, this started as an independent venture, and I would rather continue it until you know when. Joe Rogan used to always say he would never sign a deal. He denied for years. He would say it on the mic all the time until the number was right and the rules were right. So, and Russ, also the rapper, like, the only reason why I started fucking hearing about him was because Schultz used to talk about Russ. So I was like, when you listen to your influencers talk about people that influence them, you got to research them. Mm-hmm. He said the same thing. Like, he's not against these labels, these record labels.
Yeah.
As long as it's a collaborative partnership. Mm-hmm. Business is made in collaboration. Let's not be dumb here. Mm-hmm. Let's not be dumb. Like, sorry, Joe Budden, the Spotify shit didn't work out, but like, you can yield power in collaboration with someone that's bigger than you, like iHeart or whatever. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's just the way y'all do it.
It's all about the contract. It's all about the contract. When I listen to The Breakfast Club, they talk about it all the time. You have to negotiate your fucking contract in your favor. You have to.
You get what you negotiate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why, I don't know. I'll never know how to do that. That's why I got to have a team. I need one. I have zero business acumen.
Same.
Settle. I
think that's probably why I haven't cracked the code yet, because I'm just literally trying to figure it out on my own. I need to hire like a manager, like an assistant or something like that.
Do you think so?
Yeah, honestly, like, all I need to do is get in the room. That's literally
what room?
It. The room to express my platform, my vision fully.
But
with
like
the
on
gatekeepers.
another podcast, or in a like.
Sure, a bigger podcast. Like, I would love to go on a bigger podcast if it made sense, but I would need to get into the room.
Going on Horrible Decisions is wild. It's wild.
I was actually going to ask what that experience is like, being on a bigger, well-known platform. Okay. Like, what did it do for you? What did you learn?
Let me talk to you guys about something.
And you also have relationships with them, right? So
Wheezy, yes. Oh, yeah, Mandy. We're talking about manifestation and shit. I don't typically use those words, but for the sake of your program, let's use those words. I remember when I first started thinking long-term about the podcast, because I've invested thousands of dollars into, as you know, yeah. And I said, the only way I'm going to do this shit is if I'm going to get my return of investments, right? Let's not be dumb, anyone who's creating. You don't want to just like throw your money. Like, let's not be dumb here. We're not doing that shit. So I remember I had to, and I'm definitely a long-term thinker. Like, everything, my landscape is on delayed gratification. I'm celibate. Like, delayed gratification molds me. So I literally I was high as fuck, and I wanted to lay out what the trajectory of my podcasting career would look like. I've done it for acting. In acting, you book co-stars, which are under 5 lines. Then the next step above co-star is guest star. The next step above guest star is recurring role. The next step above recurring is series regular. And the next step above series regular is, movie star. Just doing movies, 2 movies a year, 1 year, and you're like, you're fine. That's acting, right? I'm conditioned to have that brain. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, let me apply that those same logistics to podcasting. Instead of the role type, I put the podcasts that I knew I would be right for, that I was a fan of, and I knew I would fucking cry. And I respect them, and I really like them. These are the podcasts. The first one, which would be equivalent to a guest star, not a co-star, because I wouldn't say Horrible is that low, but they'd be a guest star. I just booked my first guest star podcast role.
That's big.
Yeah, it is. I'm so happy and blessed. But you know what's above guest star? Recurring. So what's my recurring equivalent for podcasting? And that's Flagrant too. I love Flagrant. I think they're great. I love Alex. Alex is a great guy. The next one above Flagrant,
Joe Rogan?
Brilliant Idiots.
Brilliant Idiots.
Brilliant Idiots for me would be the next one.
Is there much of a difference between Flagrant and Brilliant Idiots?
Yes.
In terms of influence?
Yes. Well, for me personally, I've wanted to meet Charlamagne the God for as long as I've been watching Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
I knew about Charla before I knew about all of them. Before I knew about all this, like before I had this plan out. So for me, by the way, I don't care about numbers and shit. I care about what's good for me. I want to meet people I respect.
Okay.
But then above Brilliant Idiots is Joe Rogan, and then above Joe Rogan, you guys want to know who's above Joe Rogan?
Tim Dillon?
No, I loved him. No. Oh my
I
God.
had a feeling you liked him.
I fucking love him. No. Oh God, I love him. I want to meet him so badly, and he is on another
so
list.
dope.
He's on another list. Howard Stern. But Rogan and Howard Stern, I don't want to meet them. I'm not ready. I ain't got shit. I'm not ready yet. I met Charlamagne the God, or I saw Charlamagne the God at a Hale and Hardy outside of my college in 2013. I could have met him. There were a bunch of people like going around him, and no, this is 2014, and I was already a Brilliant Idiots listener, and I was like, "Fuck, I want to go say hi to him. I want to go say hi to him so bad." I was like in gym clothes, sweating, and whatever. I was like, "Fuck it, oh my God, I'm so excited!" And I said, "What? No, I'm going to meet Charlamagne the God one day, and I want it to be in a place where he respects me,
Yeah, facts.
or he invited me, or something like that."
Fuck.
So that's why Charlotte's. I don't care about the differences between Flagrant. I don't care about that. I care about meeting the people that I respect and have had a huge influence on my life. Remember, you asked me we were doing the hodgepodge, like 12 different podcasters at a time, and you asked me what success looked like for me. I'm gonna reiterate it right now. Like, success for me is when I get to phone my biggest influencers if I have a problem or an issue or a question. Like, to have my mentors pick me. And to be in a position where I can be. I want to earn it.
I feel that 100%.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I would love that too. Like,
that would be
to have my biggest influencers like be like my friends or my mentors. Like, that's one of my biggest dreams, because to me, I value relationships more than anything. Like, monetary value,
Me too.
it's whatever.
It'll come if
It's
it
a
comes.
byproduct of success. It's
Right.
guaranteed if you're doing the work, you know. But
Delayed
for me,
gratification, man. We got to get
for
familiar
me,
with
it's the
delayed
relationships. The relationships matter the most to me. I really think, you know, that makes sense.
Yeah, even if that thing that I just listed takes me 20, 30, whatever years, I know that I put it down and I know my North Star. And that's it. And I will settle for nothing less. So that's why being on Horrible was such a huge feat for me. Because though they're not like up there and they're my homies, like, it was in the plan before they were my homies.
Yeah.
So it's gnarly. It's so freaking cool, man.
I met Charlamagne 3 times, and I met Andrew Schultz 1 time at their Brilliant
I worked
Idiots
with
Live.
Andrew.
Like, I haven't during those times I met them. I don't think the podcast was even formed. I wasn't writing. I was just looking at the possibilities of what being a writer, being a podcaster could be, and that just inspired me. And then here I am today. I don't know. I never thought about meeting them now that I'm like solidified in my position in the universe. I never thought about that.
Solidified in your position in the universe. What is that?
Well, solidified in my purpose. Like, I know
Okay,
I know
okay.
where I'm going. I know where I'm meant to be. I know I'm comfortable with my position in the universe. I know where I'm going.
I
and
ask you this
where I
as an
deserve to be.
audience listener. Like, I would want to know what you meant by that.
Very true. I do. I feel like I speak.
You
I'm
speak
very aloof. I feel.
Very poetic. It's very idealistic. I'm an idealist. Hey, I'm not. That's not an
Yeah.
insult. I'm idealistic as fuck. Like, I'm saying, like, you do speak in poems. But if you're on listener acquisition mode, you want to also adopt like a blend, like, just in case, or co-host could also apply that. Not to change you. I'm just saying it's something that is good to note.
I think
The second you're not malleable, you're already cutting yourself short, man.
You know why I think this show works? Because CR is that. I feel like he's
dope.
very
Okay,
like he's the balance.
He is.
Like,
He's pragmatic. He's
Yeah.
like, all right, motherfucker, what do you mean?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't give a
like-
shit.
Good.
I'm
very
like
good.
Charlemagne.
Keep that up.
Yeah.
Keep that up
It's
because he'll
natural.
need it. We all need balance.
yeah, I think this show is definitely in a better space because of that
I
balance.
love it. I love the two dynamic. Can I be honest with you? I don't listen to podcasts that are more than two people.
Really?
Sometimes I haven't listened to Flagrant in a very long time because they sometimes get too many voices. I'm like, I
It's
don't wanna.
too much to follow.
Yeah, I haven't listened in several weeks, but like, it's a lot. I think that what people really want to listen, they want intimacy.
I agree because intimacy. That's when the small details are highlighted. That's when the meticulous parts of the conversation are just like, yo, that's
They
hilarious.
want to
Like,
know what you do behind closed doors.
I will tell if they asked.
Ooh, give me! I'm drunk already.
Here, I'll give you some first.
Eh.
Did anyone in this room besides me happen to see the Kanye West and Joe Rogan interview?
I didn't. It's 3 hours long, and I want to sit down and be able to watch
Can I
it
be
without
honest
being
with you?
rushed.
Can I be honest with you? I listened to 20 minutes and I couldn't make it through. And wait, and that is saying something because I have
Okay.
listened to 4 hours and 58 minutes of Joe Rogan, like in one sitting. Woo! I am a Joe Rogan
Yeah, what's
stan.
that dude's name? I don't remember his name.
5
With
hours.
that long beard. Duncan
Duncan
Russell.
Trussell.
Duncan Trussell, yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about. It was most recently.
Yeah.
I will sit through something. If I like it, I will smoke up and I will watch.
Can I be honest with
Kanye
you?
West was so...
No.
It was.
No.
It was.
I'll watch
It wasn't
the clip.
Kanye.
No, you know what I said? I'll
It
watch
was
the
Joe.
clips.
What?
I'll watch the clips.
It was Joe.
Doubt it.
What? Don't ruin it for me.
I can't
Wait, what
confirm it.
happened?
Hey, I can't confirm it because I haven't seen it, but I doubt it.
What was it about?
Listen,
Joe?
I love Joe Rogan, man.
what?
And maybe it's because I'm alive with my purpose fully, and I feel like I'm the best at what I do, and I feel like I could do
Doubt
things
it.
better.
I doubt
What did he
it.
I
not do?
feel like Joe Rogan dropped the ball.
How?
He could have challenged Kanye more on his most recent endeavor to go into his
Are you doing
presidency.
this on purpose?
No, I'm being dead ass. Like, I really think it was a terrible interview on Joe's part. Kanye.
What?
Kanye doesn't have
He's
any.
honest.
Thing I did like were Joe's questions.
Kanye
honest.
doesn't do interviews. He just talks, right? So it's never an interview with Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye spoke more times than Joe did throughout the entirety.
Yeah, Elon
of
Musk doesn't do interviews either, but like he's
But then again,
coherent.
can I ask you a question? I didn't watch the whole
Me
thing,
neither,
but
me neither.
can I ask? You do understand that Kanye West is a different type of interviewee, right?
I understand.
It's very
And he
difficult
was- and-
But
and
let
Joe-
me,
to interview.
let me paint the
Kanye
contrast.
West.
Let me paint the contrast. Let me paint the contrast.
It's hard.
When Joe Rogan interviewed Bernie Sanders, when Joe Rogan just had fucking Alex Jones and Tim Dillon, he fucking challenged every conspiracy, every thought, every sentence they said. Kanye is so animated and he's so futuristic. I expected Joe to challenge him more.
to describe it.
Yeah, sure, crazy, whatever. That's better. Like I feel like
Eccentric.
I wanted Joe to challenge him more because
very nice.
because Joe was so wrapped up in his fandom, his excitement for having Kanye on his platform. I feel like he dropped the ball and got caught up in the moment of the excitement.
Oh shit, yo, you talking big shit,
and
Jeff.
I'm being dead ass. Like,
Yo,
Miles,
talking
came out.
big.
I'm being
shit
dead
right
ass,
now.
yo.
Ow!
You didn't even see the whole
Oh.
thing though.
But
and
I've
I
seen
love
clips.
Joe.
No.
Joe
Now
Rogan,
that
I
you
love
said that, I'm so much more intrigued to watch
No,
it.
I've
I'm
seen
not
the
gonna lie.
clips and I didn't even see the shit, and I'm gonna say it now. You're wrong.
You love Joe Rogan though. Like you're
I
like
do,
you're,
and
you're
I'm biased.
embedded in your fandom.
I get
like,
it. No, and I get it, but I just know that you are wrong.
I'm not wrong about
Oh,
much.
You
my
are
God.
dead
I'm not wrong about much.
wrong. Wrong.
Yo,
So go back and
Wrong. You are so wrong.
I'm not wrong.
So wrong.
But I enjoyed it.
Wrong. Incorrecto.
For my Don't Sleep, I actually have a clip from that interview for Kanye was speaking. It was very
Oh, God.
it was very good. But
You are quite the contrarian.
it's
my friend.
I give it a 6
He
out
likes
of
to
10.
go against the grain. I love it.
Yeah,
It's so
so do I.
interesting.
No, but I'm
interesting.
truly
I
being
love
truthful.
it, yo. Woo, that was
You know what I
crazy.
mean?
This nigga Jeff. Yo, he crazy, yo. Yo.
You're actually are you upset? Are you peeved?
I'm high.
Oh shit, okay.
No, nothing can be honest.
No,
Can I be honest with you?
I'm high.
Let's. The other T is you saw that you were talking about that video of me saying "fuck man." Listen,
Yeah.
I actually don't ever get to that level. I'm not easily offended. I don't know. It's just not. It pisses people off how often I don't get mad.
You seem very like easygoing. Like you seem
Yeah,
very
I just like
chill.
speak really impassionately, and people think that I feel a certain way, but I just think it's Because I'm bored. I'm not bored right now. I'm having a good time. Thank you guys so much for inviting me.
thank God.
A second time.
Can I just say, I
Two
love
times.
when people
I'm a
enjoy themselves
two-time
on this platform.
guest.
That's all I look for.
It's important to us.
I seek 2 moments when recording every podcast. That's such a good question. When I ask a question, I look for that every episode.
It's a pat on the back.
And
for this guy.
when they feel good about being on the platform. So it's an honor to have you here.
Oh, damn, honor? I'm still poor. Just wait till I'm rich.
You're popping. I don't know if you
Wait
noticed.
till I'm rich.
We weren't on horrible decisions. We didn't get the invite. It wouldn't make sense for us to be there.
This is true.
I don't know if it would make
I'm
sense.
Princess Diana.
But we did have Mandy on the show. That was pretty cool.
Oh, yes, I've had man. Oh, that she's a muffin lover.
Shout out to them.
She's great.
What do you think? What is your prediction on the election next week? At this time of the podcast where we're recording, we're a week away from the election. What are your thoughts?
When does this come out?
The Friday of the election, the week of the election.
Well, I've already voted. I voted on Saturday. Oh man, I suck with political stuff. Oh, God, I'm so classless. I just burped on the mic. Sorry.
Perfect.
You know what? Election time is always so weird. Like, I feel like tensions are heightened for no reason. No one's listening to one another. So I really want to get out of this bubble so we can delve into other things. What do I think? I think Trump's gonna win. I didn't vote for Trump, but I voted Biden-Harris, obviously, and I say obvious just because my pride's not that big, and I'm also not rich yet. I don't have money, so I'm gonna go wherever society and the culture is.
Yeah.
Whatever's good for culturally, I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm not rich yet. I ain't got I'm not 50 Cent. I don't care about the kind of money that they talking about, Birkenbacks and shit. I don't know about it, okay?
Yeah.
My fucking wallet was a Ziploc bag until last week. I am good.
You're funny as hell.
So, I don't know.
I think you're gassing, but yeah.
I used that joke before. I just want to make you laugh.
That was so funny.
But no, I'm just confused. I just want people to vote for their interests and vote honestly, become informed, do whatever you gotta fucking do. I don't care. Can I be honest with you? I'm not gonna be someone who's like, believe you have to vote, you have to do for this person because if you don't, you're a bigot, you're right. I don't operate under those frequencies and I never have, never will. I don't plan on it. Just become informed. Google shit, YouTube shit, read shit. And decide for yourself what you want to do. Don't be influenced by other people. Literally, look at yourself in the mirror and see what would be of best interest for you in your life now.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. That's all I have to say. And I really do mean that. Do what you got to do. I don't fault anyone any one way. We all have lives. We all have upbringings. We all have moral landscapes. We all have our own shit. We all do. Every single person across America, even the flyover states. I don't want to pretend because I'm in this bubble of New York. I don't want that to let me cloud me ever in life. I anticipate being huge. I don't want to ever be clouded by any of that shit. I want to maintain this ideal.
You want to have your integrity.
Yeah,
no
and that's what it is.
Your
You develop your own. Being an individual is so. I said it on Horrible, mysterious and individual and your own. Own that. That's what it is. That's never going to change. So just come on, get informed and vote. You should vote. You definitely should vote.
I try not to bring current events into this podcast too much because it's just not where my interest really lies in terms of producing content.
Me neither.
But I was just curious because I feel like
I just answered because you asked.
Yeah. I just wanted to know your thoughts because I feel like you're just a very ethereal thinker. Does that make sense?
Ethereal?
Does that make sense?
You think what I said was
the
ethereal?
word is theoretical.
Is that
the balance?
That
there
is
you go.
word,
This is the other side of the scale that I need to keep me.
I don't know what that word means. So cool. Theory,
I don't know. He went to
theoretical?
college.
Yeah, theoretical.
He went to college. And graduated. But honestly, I just wanted to bring that up truthfully because I really do predict a lot of chaos. I'm not gonna lie. No matter who wins, I really do predict a lot of chaos on either side of the spectrum of the country. And I just really want to let black people know, specifically people of color.
Black. Who's black out here? Who's listening is black? Pat yourself on the back.
Yeah, but I just want people to know that the advancement of the community begins and ends with the people in it. So don't expect whoever's the president to reach back and do for you what you're desiring. So you need to put the work in yourself and build a connection within your own community in order to incite the real change that you desire. Because whoever the president is going to be, it's not going to do that for you. At least not right away. You're not on the list of priorities in the country. COVID is first. Everything else comes second. So
Agreed.
Yeah.
See, this is what I mean. Like, I don't ever, and I admittedly, I also don't think I know enough about like government and politics. So anytime I speak, it's always on a very surface level, and that's because I just don't know enough about it. Like, and I don't want to fabricate that. Again, I'm sure when I start making money and like,
it starts affecting you.
Stop speaking as if you don't have it already. Like you have the money. Your physical body is just catching up. Everything you want, you have. Your physical body is just catching up.
Say it again.
Everything you want, you have. Your physical body is just catching up.
Oh my God, I think my body's catching up.
You are.
I hate you.
Be intentional.
Yo, I hate you.
Yo.
Oh my God, I almost started crying.
Be intentional with your desires, yo.
Hold on.
You're so good.
Say it again.
The next time
I'm annoyed, but I'm not trying to show it.
The next time I see Jeff, he's gonna have dreads. Start wearing like patchouli and shit. Like he's gonna
No, next time you see me, I'm gonna be fucking rich. That's
there we
fuck
go.
outta here.
Listen.
Fuck out of here.
Listen, I want us all, you, me, you, all of us, to go out to dinner and have like bone marrow and martinis. Like rich shit.
Yo,
Yo,
the most expensive item on every menu.
We'll have it. Can't pronounce it.
What
We'll
cost-
have it. It's in French, but we bring it over.
Yo,
We'll have two.
Hey, yo, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it. Be intentional with your desires.
Oh.
Be specific with what you.
So
what
we
you
know
want.
woo's gonna go into like life coaching and shit.
This guy.
This fucking guy.
Hey,
This,
I'm here to help. You know what I mean?
This stand-up man. Woo! I'm drunk.
Really? She hasn't eaten.
Hello.
Oh yeah, shit. you haven't
Eating
eaten-
disorder.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Sorry.
Jesus,
Listen.
it's sensitive.
Would you like to get into the
I'm
this
just
or that
talking to
segment,
these
Sierra?
cameras. Is that okay? Does it
Sure.
look
Do you
good?
feel like
Does
it
it
might
look
be a
funny?
little early, or we're good?
Is it?
Because you said we had an extra 10 minutes.
Yeah, we do. I guess we could. I mean, whatever. Like, we're rolling. We're free balling.
Well,
we're
Wait,
freestyling.
how-
I really like to have
We're in a
fun.
good space right now. I mean, how do you feel? Do you feel like you want to play a game?
To lighten the mood.
I always want to play games.
So this game is called This or That.
This or that.
Yes. So the goal of the game is to make a choice between two impossible ultimatums. So the rules to the game, you must choose. You can't question or ask me about the options, but you may explain your choice. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. The guest answers first, then Jeff, then I. Lip gloss or lipstick?
Lipstick.
Me answering this is like.
It does matter. You know
It
why?
does?
For a girl.
If you're kissing,
For a
if you're
girl.
kissing a shorty, it
He
does
does
matter.
say
If?
This guy.
All right. I'm
fucking
sorry.
guy.
Come on. Let me have fun.
The petty podcaster strikes again.
I'm not the petty podcaster anymore. I'm a New York Times bestselling author. I like lip gloss.
Me too. That gloss, baby.
Yeah.
I hate lipstick. I mean, it looks nice, but as far as like kissing,
I don't want that shit on my face.
You
Nah.
prefer the gloss?
Way better.
Yeah, I don't want the lipstick on her face.
Way better. Rather the gloss.
Okay, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fucking dude kissing girls. I gotta know that.
Exactly.
For
prefer
me
the gloss.
personally, as a look, I was on the gloss wave when I was on my J-Lo shit. Worked with J-Lo, by the way.
There's some tasty
What?
lip gloss out
What
there.
would you do with J-Lo? Whoa.
I've worked with her twice.
Okay. Ow.
I worked with her on Shades of Blue. I was in an episode of Shades of Blue on NBC. And then I also played young J-Lo in the movie Second Act. Where the reason, actually, want to talk about this, the impetus to me wearing a wig on Super Trip Talk was because production fried my hair with bleach, trying to get me to look like J-Lo for the movie.
Aww.
I know it's a problem. But anyways, I'm better now. Look, this is
Yes,
like, I
it looks
dropped
nice.
the wig. I love it. I feel so much
And it's funny
better.
because
actually
the next
popping.
question was going to be weave or wig.
I mean, a wig, because I've never had a weave, but I know a lot of girls that stand by weave. I think, yeah, a wig, for sure, a wig. I'm a wig girl.
Okay.
I will still wear a wig because of the process of like hiding, concealing the growth.
Yeah.
I now have an affinity for wigs, and I still want to implement wigs in everything I do. Like I want to be able to come in like this, and maybe have this be like my home base, and then one day come in with like platinum blonde. That's fun. It's fun for me. I don't want to do anything that's not fun. I don't want to do. I want to be fun.
I believe you. Dr. Umar Johnson said not to mess with women with weave, so I'm gonna go with him.
Yeah.
Pan-Africanist, fucking psychologist with that dude. If you're familiar with Dr. Umar Johnson, if you're not, please look him up because he's crazy. But he told
He's
us
problematic.
he said not to fuck with women with weave.
Anti-Semitic, no?
I would definitely choose the weave over the wig. Only because, like, certain wig, like, it has to be a very good wig. And I feel like there's more believable weaves than wigs. Because I've seen a lot of wigs that just make some females look like aunties.
Have you been in a long-term relationship?
I have.
Yeah, you would. I feel like you get it.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
I've seen the wig come out.
Yeah.
So that's why.
You're like, babe.
And she had a full head of hair.
How do you tell her? Wait, I'm the girl, and you're
and you're wearing a wig?
I'm wearing a wig that does not look right. Okay,
gotta be
hold on.
Okay. Let's do this.
All right, baby, are you ready?
Yeah, babe. Are you ready?
Yeah. Why would you? Do you like my new hair?
I like your real hair.
Oh no.
Babe, what do you mean?
I'm not feeling the wig.
Well, I'm not feeling your dick.
Oh shit! Oh shit! But nah, she didn't care that I didn't like the wig because she wore it for herself. It was because she didn't feel like doing her hair. She had a lot of hair and she would just wear her wig to work because it was easier. I get it, but yeah, she had beautiful natural hair, and I'm like, why the fuck are you wearing a wig?
That's another thing. I just found out last week or 2 weeks ago when I was going on a date and I tweeted about like fragrances because I just fucking spent $400 on. Okay, I didn't spend it. Someone bought it for me.
Yo, you're actually really popping out here, and I can't take it anymore.
You want to know what's funny? Eventually, I'm not going to be able to make broke jokes anymore.
Yeah.
They're going to sound like bragging, so I have to like come up with a new shtick.
Yeah.
Please don't forget about us when you make it to the top. That's all.
I will not. I will always come on Introverted Intuition, so long as my schedule allows.
We have you on recording
now.
We have you on recording.
Well, if you're saying when I'm big, I'm going to be busy.
Oh, you're actually our recurring guest.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh my God, when I get to 5, you guys have to do something major for me.
Yeah, we do.
I'm at 2 now. You guys got some time.
Yeah.
But I want the whole shebang.
Red carpet.
I want it all. Who's been on here 5 times?
Nobody. Besides us.
Nobody.
Well,
Damn, that's a fact. Nobody.
So I'm just
they're
saying,
not worthy. You might be.
I'm just saying, no matter how big I get, no matter if my Joe Rogan comes sooner than we thought or whatever, I will always come back.
If you get on Joe Rogan and just be like,
If you guys are still going.
Yeah.
no, we're going.
Won't stop canceling.
Good. I'm happy about that.
But let's continue the game.
I'm ready. She's ready, I'm sure.
Makeup or fresh face?
Oh, fresh face. And I'm wearing like fucking a lot of makeup right now just because I had to do something before. But I'm either in drag or no makeup, and I prefer no makeup.
Jeffrey.
Yeah, give me that fresh face. That
I
7
love
a.m.,
that.
6
Guys always say
a.m.
that. Oh, I didn't finish the perfume thing.
What?
Long story long. The guys all unanimously said, drop it. No one, you'll drop, like that money was wasted. Because guys, generally speaking, from my DMs, they were like, we taste it when we kiss and lick you. Like, don't just leave it. We don't care about it.
No.
He was like, perfume is more for like your girls or something.
we
And I
don't
was like,
care about
I didn't
that.
know that.
What's better is if you a scented oil, like essential oils or like some type of shea butter that smells good, because that seeps into your skin, and if we lick you, we don't taste that. Yeah.
Like what kind of essential oil?
I mean, I don't know. There's different kinds. There's so many different kinds. It's just whatever smells
What
good.
do you like? I'm not hitting on you. People tell me I'm too flirty, and I don't mean it.
I didn't take it that way.
I was enjoying it.
I'm curious. What do you
I
like? What do
wasn't
you
taking it
like?
that way. I like the shea butter smell. You know what I'm saying? Where it smells
Okay.
fresh. I like something that smells fresh and subtle. I don't want it to be too sweet, because when it's too sweet, I feel like that's a little girl scent. I like a grown woman.
tacky.
Yeah, I like that grown
It
woman
smells the
smell.
cheese.
Shea butter is universal too. Like it's everyone knows that scent. Everyone knows that smell.
God, I
That's it.
hope this episode is this episode going well?
Oh yes, it's going
Well,
excellent.
it's actually you're the guest. You should be telling us that.
No, you tell me.
I'm
happy.
Listen,
I'm so satisfied.
I will tap dance no matter where I go. I once told my roommate one time, I was like, she's someone who doesn't like to talk and is very, like, you know when I say introverted and y'all don't believe me?
No.
She is an introvert at the core, undeniable. And I remember we were having a conversation, and I was telling her, she was saying that she was going on a date and like planning out the combo, like what would happen because she got so nervous. Hey, a lot of people, it's a very common thing. And in my head, and then I went on a date like a week after or something, and I was like, oh, I'm going out with this guy. It's actually a second time. And he feels like it went better than it did because I'm just like a good talker. It sucks. I will make any situation, and this is not some cocky shit.
I know what you mean.
I'll make it good.
Yeah. But it doesn't mean it was.
Yeah.
It didn't
it
hit.
don't mean. At the end of the day, this is courting.
And you're the type of personality, because I'm the same way, right? No matter who you're around,
you're gonna have
shine.
a good time.
You're gonna have a good time. You're gonna make them laugh.
I'm not nervous
Always.
about the next word. I don't plan shit.
No,
like,
so it's automatically gonna be perceived as if you're having an amazing time, but it's like, nah, nigga, this is
that
natural.
doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
That's
I can
typically-
totally relate.
That's why I have to like I'm honing it in. Oh, celibacy.
That's why you gotta be
celibacy
selective. I think that's
listen.
great.
Celibacy is great when it comes to my male, like my cis het male relationships, because I don't need to worry that like we're gonna muddy the waters or anything. Like, they know that I'm celibate, unless you get the occasional guy that thinks that they can convert me for whatever fucking foolish reason. Like, good luck, dude.
Oh, so you're forthright with that information. You tell them
from the
up front.
jump.
Okay.
From the jump.
Perfect.
As you should.
Tell
to
me.
my male
Yeah.
friends,
Don't. Yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
no. I
As
don't
you
want to play
should.
no games. I don't want to waste my time.
yeah.
I don't want to waste no one else's time.
Yeah.
But
Love
it's,
that honesty.
and it's almost,
It's a
can I be
filter.
honest with you? This is going to sound crazy and maybe problematic. Hoes, don't come for me, especially the whore hive. Like, I feel like there's a level of I want to say this, I don't want to offend people, but like respect that men have for me now.
I was
like,
I can tell you as a
work
male,
with men.
Just off the
I can
honesty
tell you,
alone.
hell yeah. Look, I can tell you as a male, a woman that tells me straight up she's celibate and like the only way we're gonna have sex is if we fall in love and get in a relationship, you're automatically like on a different level. Automatically.
That's what I want.
Now it's like you're like, okay, you're the long game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We know how to move.
And if
I'm
you're
a-
not about it, you say
Yeah.
it there. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's not
yeah,
really.
and
what
if I'm not
looking
for it, then you know what? I'm not gonna waste your time. It's a filter, and it's a way to protect yourself. So I commend that, because I have a lot of female cousins, and I would prefer if they were celibate. You know what I'm saying? Because I want them to,
Yeah.
build that value and have. You know what I'm saying?
Are we good on time?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got like 30 minutes.
that
dope.
that honesty up front is how you build even a better, like a good a solid relationship.
Let's finish this or that so we can get out the way, because
Yeah.
I see you guys
Sorry.
want to talk about other stuff.
Go.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying I felt like we were doing it kind of early.
We're talkers.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
mushrooms,
why'd you end early?
mushrooms or acid?
Oh, mushrooms. No question.
No question. Why? I'm curious.
I've synthesized the information, and because I've thought about it too. Acid is a fun.
It's like a touchy-feely, have fun party.
It's not. I won't say touchy feely. Sometimes it's not. No, it's a more like. It's like sterilized. Whereas with mushrooms. Like the differences are acid is a 14-hour trip, like 10 to 14-hour trip, and mushrooms is maybe 5 to 7 hours. So that alone. But what I will say is
difference.
mushrooms, you're definitely if you do the right amount of dose, if you're doing like 3 grams plus, you are gonna see some shit. Where I feel like with acid, it could still be topical. Even if you do over 100 grams and stuff. So that's all I'll say. But mushrooms, I prefer mushrooms by a long shot. Not even close.
Yeah. I've only done acid twice.
What was it like? What does it feel like? It's just like
It was a very euphoric. It was a very truthfully, it was a very self-reflective experience.
You and this fucking self.
Yeah, no, for real though. Like because I went into it with the intention of seeking answers about who I am and why I act the way I do.
Oh, I get it. I did too. Got it.
And I got that. I've never done shrooms. I said earlier in the podcast, I want to do a guided trip with someone who's experienced. So I'm gonna go.
I thought you said you're going to do it.
I want to. I don't know. I have some options of people I want to do it with, but I want to be able to trust that person. So I want to like fully like be around that person, know that person.
I like doing psychedelics with strangers.
What?
But maybe
Why?
it's because I've graduated. I'm like in graduate school of psychedelics now, I guess.
So can I trust you? Can you like protect me when
I get that DM all the time. Like my DMs are probably filled right now with dick pics and and then the other thing would be, oh my god, I've always wanted to try it, but I don't know. This I'm not mocking them. I don't want that voice is not mocking.
Oh,
but it's
man.
like I've always wanted to try it. Can I do it with you? Can I? And it's like, first of all, COVID. I can't for everybody.
Isn't that funny? I think it's so hilarious.
But I would love. I mean, I don't know.
No, but I'm asking you directly. Like, I don't have COVID. Like, I'm asking you. Like, if I were to present that idea to you one day, would you be down to
Maybe.
guide me and protect me during
Maybe
that trip?
depends on my mood. Right now, I'm not
Okay.
eating, so maybe
Yeah.
not right now.
I'm not ready to do it right now, anyways. But
Sick. So hit me later.
All right.
What's the next
guys.
this or that?
Well, I was gonna answer.
yes.
I've only tried mushrooms. I haven't tried acid. The mushrooms made me laugh hysterically.
I never knew you did mushrooms.
I tried it, but it wasn't. The first time I tried it wasn't a lot. The second time I had more, and both times I just laughed a lot. But I didn't hallucinate, so I don't know if I had enough.
I've learned so many new things about you every podcast. This is crazy.
I'm
Yeah, you
I'm
probably
always
didn't have
evolving.
enough. And we get that a lot. And actually, but you still tripped. Like, I want to let people know that even if you don't see the colors and the things shifts and like the room is a fridge, like even if you didn't experience that part of the hallucinogenic, you're still tripping. Like microdosing, you're still taking a psychedelic. If you feel like you're tripping, you've taken too much. Yeah. It's no longer micro, but like you're still tripping. Now that we know that you've gotten there, the next step would be like upping the dose. But it's cool that you experience that heightened sense of consciousness, awareness. You're just like flirting with it a little bit. I typically, whenever I like talk to my like new people, I say jump right in. It reminds me of when you're at a pool. You know, when you're at a pool and the water's cold?
Yeah.
The best way to do it is jumping right in.
Yeah, just
like
dive
if
in.
you go limb by limb,
It's gonna be
it's a
more
painful.
painful, yeah.
The same with psychedelics. There's a book. I'm not going to remember it. I'm going to have to tell you later. Maybe you can put it in the description below. But there's a book out there that says like anyone who's going to be a shaman or whatever, or like guide someone through any kind of psychedelic experience, it's actually better to just do the full dose than a half dose. The half dose is where you get the trepidatiousness. It's where you kind of like teeter. Like, oh my God, I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared. Like, no, you just got to fucking do it.
To, like,
See
pop
what
an
you
egg.
got to see. Again, there's a caveat to using psychedelics. If you're predisposed to if you have an agitated psychosis, don't do psychedelics.
Right.
I don't want to act like I'm a psychedelic advocate here either. Not everyone should be doing psychedelics. Not everyone.
Facts.
Yeah, no.
Period. Don't be. I feel like it's getting trendy now, and I was on it before it was trendy, but like I feel like it's getting trendy now, and it's important.
Some people don't need to do it.
Some people do not should not do it.
I only did it psychedelics because of Jim Morrison.
All right, guys, let me keep going.
Love Jim.
All right,
Only because of Jim.
light or dark liquor?
Oh, light.
Really?
Yeah.
What you sipping on?
Tequila.
Rum, vodka?
No, tequila.
Tequila. I love
I'm
tequila.
gonna stop drinking soon, and I don't know when that'll happen, but I'm gonna stop drinking soon.
I respect
Clearly
that.
not today.
You're
Not today.
purifying
I'm
yourself.
lubed up and ready to go.
Perfect. As I go into
Interesting choice of words, but Jeff,
man, I've had bad experiences off of both.
this nigga.
I fucking said on the other podcast we were on relationships with Claire. I said that when I had light liquor, the Bacardi Limon, I went streaking. I've gotten into fights on dark.
Limon. Ugh.
I was young, okay? Don't judge me.
Oh, I
back
thought
in
you
the
meant
day.
now.
No.
I thought you
Back
meant
in the
now.
day.
I
No,
was
no.
going to clown you.
I would have
drink
accepted that if that was now, but
But
it
it's
was
not
when
now.
I was young.
It's not now.
Oh shit.
Dragon Bear.
What's safer? For I'll go with the dark.
I'm not gonna lie. Growing up, I was more on the dark side, more of the Henny Jack type of motherfucker. But lately,
I would have never guessed.
that tequila,
would have guessed.
No, I would. It was sarcasm.
It's been hitting right.
It's great. Tequila's great. Listen, I turned tequila 2013 and never looked back.
Yo, it actually tastes good. Like, you know,
I used to drink, like I bartended in New York City for 8 years. I'm a bartender, if anything else.
I need to see your resume for real.
right? You do everything.
Well, the bartending was like supplementing, it was keeping me alive. And me and my girls would go through bottles of Blanco tequila because tequila. There's a difference between tequila and the other spirits. It's like it's more of an upper. I never have a hangover. It's on the way it's distilled.
It's crazy you're saying that because literally the last person I was drinking with said the exact same thing you just said.
Well, no, because it's true.
Because it's so true.
It's different.
That's why I like.
Ooh, have you had
tequila.
mezcal? That's the next level. It's like the Scotch of tequila.
See, I don't know the brand names. Yeah,
I
I'm not that
Scotch.
fancy.
Oh my God.
Oh, baby, it's not a brand name. It's
see?
a type of liquor. Oh.
You see?
That was endearing. That was endearing, though.
He's Haitian. We'll just blame it on his Haitian
Oh,
side.
see, you see, that was racist. All right.
I'm Dominican. Why we
Oh, we're on the same.
I just said that for no reason. I'm trying to cause controversy.
Yeah, of course, you problematic bastard.
You manipulative piece of
you
shit.
see? You're
You tried to cause division. Sorry, the dick. Sorry. You tried
The
dick flopped. You tried to cause division, but you really caused unity.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
My cousin.
You guys
my
suck.
neighboring island man.
Don't
Nice
care.
try, you charmer.
You charming,
I'm charming.
you charming bastard.
Hey.
You're about as charming as a gun.
Look, guys, let's keep going. All right. If you had to choose
Fuck you.
raw sex
Thank you.
or raw head.
Come on, man.
Wait, say that again. I missed it. Wait, what?
Raw sex or raw head.
Oh, I feel like I am.
Don't let me answer this question honestly.
It's like she's picking something off the menu.
I'm trying to answer
Menu?
The
I'm
way-
talking about memories.
No, okay. No, the way you're looking is like you're looking at a menu.
If you gotta think that hard, you must have had so many bad
That's
experiences.
what I'm saying. Like you're reviewing something.
No, raw sex is better.
Okay, I agree.
You want me to be honest?
Talk
Are you
about
done? Are
it.
you done? I'm sorry. Did you answer fully?
You were rude. I wasn't done, but now I
sorry.
am.
No,
I respect
no,
women, and I'm
finish.
sorry. I apologize for interrupting you. I just
But
got
now-
excited.
So much for protect black women.
Yo, stop.
Hey, yo.
So much for that.
Oh.
We're only protecting black women when it's convenient. I'm just fucking with you.
I apologize.
Wow, I'm a bitch.
I was about to do a
Are you gonna continue since you rudely interrupted?
No, go ahead. Continue.
A
please.
black woman.
You
Sorry,
know?
go.
No, but continue.
Afro-Latina, if anyone has a fucking issue.
It matters.
with
It
that.
matters. It matters as well.
I'm trying to think of how honest I'm going to answer this question.
Just answer.
I
Some
felt
of
like,
these women don't know how to really give head.
talk about it. Talk about
Be
it.
honest, like
It is a rare occasion that I come
I
off
just
head.
talked about it. You guys need to listen to my horrible episode.
It is
going
a rare
to.
occasion.
I
I
just
haven't
talked
came
about
off head since like 2012. Man.
It's
Like,
that sucks. That sucks.
no, I'm being dead ass.
Oh, you
like,
guys
that
gotta talk to these
sucks.
girls. These girls think that they are
Thebomb.com.
estrella stars.
Should be
Fuck
dry
that
as
And
shit.
half the time I'm like,
Too much hands.
Yeah, let me get that. Let me
I
get
need
that
more
raw.
mouth.
too much hands.
hands.
Let me get that
You're
raw
relying on
sex
your
for
hands too
500,
much.
Well,
please.
the tips that we learned on Horrible, which I legit, people think that I was doing that as an act. No, I was fucking learning. And I also learned from Weezy all the time. You're supposed to like spit on it, and she
Yes.
said get messy.
Yes,
Guys
get
don't
sloppy.
care.
Yes.
We
She
love
was-
that.
I
Get
didn't
your
know that.
eyes red. Get the fucking
Yeah,
sloppy,
she was
like-
saying like, no, you're not supposed to look comfortable or
No,
whatever.
it's supposed to look like
she
you're
was saying-
wildin'.
And then she was saying that the base of the dick needs to be wet too.
Yeah.
Like get the get it
Everything.
all wet. It
Everything.
almost like she compared it to like, do you like to be fucked halfway? And I was like, oh.
That's
Think
a
about
genius. That's a
if you're
genius
only
right there.
fucking with the tip, you're not doing the
I
whole
didn't
job.
know these things.
You're not doing the whole
These are
job.
things I didn't know. And now we
But
are sharing
that's a
it to your
part-time
But the
audience.
blowjob.
tip is very important. It's the most
It
sensitive
is.
part of the
It
penis.
is important, but you really got to fuck with the whole thing. The
Yes.
balls, everything.
Yeah, but it's kind of comes with the territory. If the front of the fucking thing, the back of the dick
The
is
thing-
wet,
Yeah.
you can assume that the front is definitely in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Practice on
It
some
just
fucking
comes
cucumbers,
with the
ladies.
territory.
Yeah, practice on a fucking cucumber.
yeah, I'd rather raw
don't
sex
do
than
that.
raw
Practice on
head.
a person. Practice on someone you love.
Aww.
Oh, that's cute.
Aww.
I definitely
Listen,
say.
oh my
raw
god, you guys know
sex.
Tahoe? Tahoe?
I haven't. I see him on Twitter
So
a lot.
shameless.
Yeah.
He,
so
okay,
shameless.
I
Or I
threw
think it's in
a surprise
Orlando.
party for my girl, and I invited him, and we had a conversation, whatever, and he posted something that said, "If you have under 30 dudes, don't fuck with me."
God damn.
And I was like, Tahoe, mind you, Tahoe and I are like developing a relationship now.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was so great and whatever, and I literally, when I saw that post, I was like, we are arch enemies.
I'm not mad at him.
You're
though.
my arch nemesis. I don't trust you.
Respect his logic.
No,
I'm not mad at him.
No,
though.
No.
Not mad at him.
No.
Should we get him on the podcast?
I'm not mad at him.
Oh, maybe.
To each his own,
If it
because
makes
he
sense.
wants to fuck with somebody that knows what they're doing. I'm not
He has
mad
come
at
with
that.
experience.
He
I'm
has
not
that
mad
po-
at that.
he
Come
has a-
correct.
Listen, no. I think that is the wrong message to send out to young developing minds. And let me tell
But
you
he
something.
don't want one of those.
Listen to me. When you put that out there, it doesn't matter what he says or whatever, and like the experienced women who receive it, because inexperienced women are receiving it too. There is a certain level of idealism in technology that is harmful for developing minds, and that is one of them. Oh, wow. Sometimes I go off, but like and that is just true. I must have heard that somewhere. I don't know.
I have
but
a
like,
question though, and I do agree. But
Like-
should that content be digested by those developing minds?
It
Isn't it
doesn't
adult
matter,
content?
because
but
there's a
isn't
way-
adult
No,
content allowed
but
to be
there-
created?
No.
Why
Oh,
not?
wait,
What?
wait, wait,
No?
wait, 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 wait.
No?
No, I'm dark. No. I'm not saying that it's not. Sorry, I misspoke.
Okay,
I misspoke.
okay. I'm listening.
My cousin.
Cousins are
There was unity. Now there was some aggression.
Cousins
on that
are-
side.
No, there's no. Listen, you piece of shit.
he's trying to
You
divide us.
manipulative asshole.
trying to divide
Listen.
us.
I'm sorry.
No.
I love
what
y'all.
I mean. What I mean to say is, when you put something out into the internet ether that could pose more insecurity and harm and toxicity within women. I am only a woman. I can only speak from the experience of a woman. I'm going to always negate that, as so long as there is
have the right to
blood
do that.
pumping through my veins.
And I understand your
because
logic.
I've experienced it. And I'm telling you, it's damaging, it's harmful, and it does nothing for you men either.
But don't you get what you look for?
Pardon?
Don't you get what you look for? I feel like if you can't just fall, I feel like certain content you can fall upon.
It's
just-
unclear.
If you're searching for that type of content, if you're like looking for like maybe some advice or whatever, you're gonna fall upon that type of content. So you get what you look for. If you're getting that type of information, that's what you were searching for.
Okay, and let me tell you something. That kind of content fell on the wrong eyes. So whenever I see that, I want to talk to that. So that whoever is watching him and being like, yeah, 30 dicks, yeah, whatever the fuck, I want to be able for them to also see the other side. I'm down with your alternative ideas. Go there. I go there. That's why I said, no, I'm dark. I feel like I lean dark. The things that I watch are a little on the alternative side. I do psychs. Like, I'm on the other end. So long as you got the other information too. And so long as you provide the other information too. That's why I fuck with Horrible. They're fucking hoes and they do all this other shit, but they bring on other people who do other shit. And when you put something out like that and it got on the wrong eyes, I'm going to fucking say shit. I love Tahoe. We ain't got no beef. I love him. I love him. He is someone that I really respect. In another life, we had a podcast. Like, I really respect that guy. Tahoe TV. Follow him. Tahoe _TV on Twitter and Instagram.
I've seen him on Twitter a lot. I'm gonna reach out.
I got
He's
a
great.
few
He
more
just
to
has
go,
he has a
guys.
podcast called Harder Soft with this guy named Orlando. I don't
he
know
reached
that
out to
well.
me. Yeah.
He reached.
He's dope.
out.
Yeah, he had like another podcast like before that, but continue, Sierra. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's good. Did I say my answer? Yeah, I'd rather raw sex than raw head.
Why would you choose Rawhead? Come on.
Nah, yeah, I'm good. I mean, it's fun to get started.
But y'all need to practice.
But if I'm trying to finish, yeah, raw sex.
Yeah, raw sex. Yeah.
Yeah, the raw head is just, you gotta be special.
And special for the raw sex too.
Of course. T.I. or Young Jeezy?
Young Jeezy.
Thank you.
Hustler's motivation.
It wasn't even like
Bear
that's.
me a
It's almost
G.
like not even. That wasn't even hard for me.
Honestly, like,
I'm not
Do you
that
ever-
big keen on Ti. Sorry, go.
do you ever like? Have you ever like been a fan of somebody and just like you just see the other shit they do and it just turns you off completely from everything you've
Yeah.
done prior to make you a fan?
Yeah.
Anything.
I know where you're going with
I
that.
was just talking to my roommate about this. How do you? Oh, well, I'm sorry. You just asked a great, really poignant question, and I understand what you mean. Like, how do you guys feel about someone that you're a fan of doing something different for them? Like, are you still inclined to stan them? Are you still inclined to like support them? It was just a piggybacking off of what you just said.
For music, I'm more open-minded, but for like bullshit, no.
What does bullshit mean?
For T.I., for example, how can he possibly speak about black empowerment, black unity, and then be in the club for his album release during a pandemic? It's just fucking stupid.
I didn't know that.
And it doesn't make any sense to me. And it's just like, maybe because I'm like even more sensitive because the name is album Libra. I'm a Libra. It's just fucking stupid. Like, you're not being responsible.
Libra.
You're being hypocritical, and it's just fucking stupid. And your album wasn't that good. So it's just like, what are you really doing? Like, what are you really doing this for? So it's just like, it really made me mad. Like, I hate people who have these platforms that are so big, who speak for the entirety of the community, and then people outside looking in, look at these people who are speaking for the community as the leaders of the community.
Yeah.
And it's just like, he's doing this dumbass shit. And it's just like, it doesn't make any sense to me. So fuck you, T.I.
Oh my God, Jeff is problematic today. I ain't gonna lie, I do agree with one thing that on certain things it does seem a bit hypocritical.
You on Jeezy too?
I'm choosing NG.
I was going with Jeezy before all
Of
this
course,
shit.
yeah.
Because
it was like a that was
and I feel like not for
easy.
nothing, like with all due respect to Tip Harris, because he has done a lot, you know what I'm saying, for the culture and for hip hop. I feel like he also tries really hard to seem intelligent.
What has he done for the culture but bring Iggy Azalea?
He
And make ATL.
He created
Yeah.
trap music. Like he was
Okay,
the
well,
founder
yeah,
of
I
trap.
guess, I
Like
guess.
that's
And,
major.
wait,
and he
honestly,
brought mad
he-
ATL
yes.
artists out. Like
Which is arguably what's still they're on their way out, I feel. But like
Yeah.
he started that
ATL
movement.
was
He didn't
Atlanta-
popularize it, but he banned it.
So exactly,
He started
like,
it.
but I think like Atlanta, they and I just feel like I saw a podcast with Charlotte and Joe Budden, and they were talking about this, but like Atlanta hip hop, Southern hip hop has been ruling the charts for so many years. It's undeniable. So even if you have shit to say about Migos or whatever, you have to like look at like what came before, and it was T.I. Like you can't like.
And before him, Luda.
I'll criticize them all I want, but like they really did. They were the pioneers of what we're
Atlanta
listening to
been going
now.
hard for years, bruh. Musically, you gotta give respect.
I gotta
to
be
them.
honest with you. I'm like not that much of a hip hop head. I like listen to country music and shit.
I
Like,
respect that. Kevin Hart or Dave Chappelle?
oh
Come on.
wait, all of these are like not even fun. It's Dave. wait, it's not even. None of these have been challenging.
Well,
and I don't want to
hey.
squander your game, but none of these.
That's
Chappelle,
fine. That's-
without a question. Chappelle has changed my life throughout my life. He's incredible. Incredible.
Going with Chappelle as well.
We're all going with Chappelle. That's what
Dave
I'm saying. It's a
Chappelle.
unanimous thing. I can guess
Dave
what we're all gonna say.
Chappelle. All right, primetime television or primetime radio?
Radio.
Really? I thought you would choose television.
I listen. I go out for primetime like network. Like the audition that I have to tape right after
You
this.
just keep stunning on us.
I'm sorry. I get it. I do that. And you know what? I want to do less of it. I do.
No, but you should own that. But I'm joking.
Okay.
You're
You're
great.
not- thank you. But I would say radio.
Okay.
Just because I think that radio is the closest to like talk shows and stuff. And also as a kid, it's like, it's another personal thing. Like one of my fondest memories as a kid was like driving around like Boston Commons with my dad and listening to Magic 106.7 in Boston.
I had a lot of radio.
In radio,
memories.
that's why I
So
love
many
podding.
memories.
And even when I was doing journalism, I was always to go into radio.
I still listen to radio now. That's why I love the Breakfast Club. I don't listen to the podcast version. I listen to the live radio version.
Yeah, but you have a car.
That's
It's
why, and
different.
I
That's
work in
different.
my car, so it's
We
like,
don't have cars. You don't have a car either.
I have a car, but I don't work.
Oh,
in
you
my
do.
car.
Okay, so the people that don't utilize a car have no idea what you're thinking.
I know, yeah, and it's a different experience. Like,
But
yeah.
I have love for it like you wouldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
Like if I were to go on Howard Stern's program, I can tell you guys right now, I would be a weeping mess. Like
Bro.
oh, a weeping. I don't even think that he would want to see me because I would be weeping. Weeping. I love radio. Radio. TV is so fake.
it is. It is.
You know how
It's
many
pretty
fucking
fake.
extensions and fucking wigs I've had to wear? Like people trying to whiteify me, in silence who I am. Like,
Damn, I actually would love to talk to you about that. We have like more time.
no, we don't have time. Are we close? It's 8:00.
Fuck.
We
Next
gotta
time.
close the show.
Or maybe even after the podcast. I really gotta ask you a question. I'm gonna go with primetime radio for sure.
Primetime radio. Yeah, I guess I
gotta
would say
close
primetime
the
radio. Like a show, if we had a show on primetime radio, it would have a bigger influence than a show on primetime TV, in my opinion. I don't know.
We could do either.
Either. Yeah.
if we wanted it.
All right. Well, since we're running out of time, I guess I'll just go straight to the last one.
Better be good. If it's not good, don't do it.
Oh shit.
If
What's your
it's not good,
definition of
don't do
good?
it.
What's your definition of good?
No. He has to have a level of discernment, and let's let him do it. Is it good or not?
I guess it's good. So,
All right, good.
Donald
It's good.
Trump or Michael Pence?
Oh, Michael Pence. I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. No. I take it back. I don't mean that. I say that because there's a level of like psychoticism to Pence that excites me. And I don't want to put that in the ether. I take it back. I do Trump. And the reason why I do Trump is because he's an entertainer and I'm an entertainer too. And I think he's funny as fuck. Like, I think he's damaging and harmful.
Very.
But I'm just saying what it is. He's an entertainer. There's no bigger comedian than Trump.
He is hilarious.
So I'm going to go with Trump. I take
but
back.
He's hilarious.
If anyone tries to cancel me later, if this is the future and you try to cancel me, I just want to say, go easy on me. I have a mental illness. I think it's killing myself.
God,
like
bro.
apple
No, don't
pie.
do that. Don't do that.
I just want to let you know I actually meant Trump.
Don't
but
fucking
it's the
do
best
that.
of both evils because they're both evil. But Trump.
Don't fucking use your mental illness for fucking.
I'm not. Wait,
do that.
relax. Jesus Christ. That's
I'm
not what I
relaxed.
said.
No.
That's not what I said. What I was saying was it was a bit if this was being played in the future. If you're going to cancel me, go easy on me because I will fucking kill myself. And that's not a joke. It's a serious thing.
Oh, I understand your bit. I never heard Michael Pence talk until the debate recently. So, and I didn't like anything about him. He seemed very.
What? He was so great.
Very formulated, very like by the book type of dude. I like. Okay, don't cancel me either. Shit.
Yeah,
I'll probably
what's
get canceled.
Your speech? Well, look at the camera. Look at the camera.
Which
right
one?
now.
I'll fucking probably get canceled faster than you do.
Look at this fucking camera and tell them your future cancellation. You're like, listen.
I am probably gonna. I would for the this or that segment of the podcast. He asked me who would I choose, either Donald Trump or Michael Pence. I'm going with Donald Trump because he is very entertaining.
There
I think
we go.
he is He's an asshole, but I like that type of comedy. I like
There we go.
that very honest, direct, like I don't give a fuck how you feel type of comedy.
There we
So
go.
that's why I'm gonna go with Donald Trump.
So you know what? Clip that, and if they try to cancel you later, post that. I'm about to do that shit, like disclaimers.
Do you think you'll be ever like canceled? Like, do you think people ever try to come at you, try to cancel you? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I was just
She
asking.
had no doubt in her mind.
I agree. I was
That's
just asking.
hilarious.
Please don't go through my archives. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
CR, who are you choosing?
Honestly, I'd rather Donald only because at least he's very blunt, honest, and predictable. Michael Pence is, I feel, a bit more mysterious, a bit more sneaky, and a bit more of a threat. I think he would, do more damage than Donald. I feel like Donald, outwardly and overtly, he does a lot of damage, but behind the scenes, there's motherfuckers like Michael Pence going crazy.
Burn people alive.
Because he's smarter.
Let us pray.
Michael Pence is smarter. He's more experienced. So he would do a lot more damage. So I would definitely say Donald.
Yeah. I take it back. I don't know why I said that.
Would you be down to lead us to through a prayer, to end this podcast off?
Sure.
If it's too much pressure,
It's not pressure. I'm just drunk. I don't like doing it when
All
I'm
right, so-
drunk. Oh, God. But, but what I will say is, I won't lead us in prayer only because of, personal reasons, and I don't want to do it when I'm drunk because I'm, serious about that. But what I will say is, you guys, you can hold my hands. COVID sanitized.
yes.
I am so happy. You guys have to hold hands too, homophobes.
We're not
shit.
homophobes. We love each
I
other.
am
love
so
CR.
happy that you guys had me back on. This whole program, I've been through the beginning. Before you guys were in the hundreds, I've known about Introverted Intuition. And I'm so happy at where you guys have gotten. You guys seem so much more comfortable too on the mic. It really seems like this is something that you guys plan on seeing through and evolving. And you guys are great together, great team. And I'm so happy and blessed that we got to be a part of creating content for the internets and the interwebs one other time. Hopefully we get several more. Thank you, God, for bringing us all together. And we hope that we still, oh God, I almost got in there. Like, we hope that we still get the opportunity to chat again. You guys are lovely people. I can tell your heart. You guys are principled men. And I'm really happy you guys brought me on. So it's not a prayer, but like, I wanted to share that.
That was good energy.
God
Thank
damn,
you.
that felt really good. Like,
Okay, I lied because you're still an asshole. You're still a manipulative asshole.
Manipulative. He's manipulative.
Yeah, manipulative.
I feel like I could be manipulative. I feel like I'm sorry to my exes.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah.
Please shout out where people can follow and support you.
Oh my God, please. I mean, now I have clout.
All the clout.
You guys can follow me at all the things. That's Brianda, or Super Trip Talk, which is going to come back eventually. I'm not too sure when, realistically speaking. We have a bunch of other projects planned, and it's going to be a good time. Follow me at That's Brianda, or you can go to that'sbrianda.com or
Spell
Super Trip
Brianda
Talk.
for the listeners.
Brianda with a D. So Brianda. Brianda with a D. Or go to Introverted Intuition, and like, you guys are going to tag me.
Yeah, we're tagging.
Obviously.
Oh, you guys have so much content to cut. Have fun.
God, I have so many clips I want to cut. But
It could be fun. You guys should really, like, the next couple, like, we have so much stuff to.
yeah.
And I'm going to repost.
I hope you've been paying attention.
He's been going in. He's been doing his.
going in.
Yeah, he's
Oh
very
no,
attentive.
he's
been doing his job.
Listen,
He's good.
I'm acting to him.
He's good.
If he's laughing, I feel good. I
Yeah,
don't care about you
he's
guys.
good.
I'm like looking at him, and this motherfucker was laughing.
Let me
good job.
You did a good
let me
job.
cash that
But-
Dom now.
Listen, pay him. You better pay him.
I'll pay
extra.
him.
Good.
That's my nigga.
There we
CR, please shout out where people can follow and support you.
Please, people, follow me on Instagram at CR_908. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, CR908. And be ready for a little R&B project dropping this winter for you. Yes, I'm going to be saying.
And of course, follow the show's social media, Introverted Pod on Twitter, at Introverted Intuition Pod on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at TheAv360. Follow me on Twitter at That Ambitious Guy, THT Ambitious Guy. Follow my book page, J Kelly Books. I'm like slowly like teasing the cover of my first book. It'll be out. Shit, it's probably the first time I'm going to say this. The Avenue, A Personal Dictionary, my first book, will be out February 16th, 2020.
It's called The Avenue?
The Avenue, A Personal Dictionary, 2021. I put 4 years of my life into this blood, literal tears into this book, and I just hope you guys will support it and indulge in it without any judgment. And go to our website, introvertedpod.com, for all updates on the show. Our merch link is there. We're partnered with teespring.com, where we create our merch. So merch is flying very well, and I appreciate all the sales up to this point. And thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you guys. Thank you, Brianda. She'll be back for the third visit, probably in 6 months from now. I don't know. And she'll be richer.
I'll be richer.
Yeah, oh shit. We all will be. Thank you so much for listening, everybody.
All hail Steve Jobs.